Many of you know I posted a little picture of my volume on Facebook the other day, and the mistake that I made was I included my personal qualifying volume in that picture. At which point in time, Crystal Ariel had the audacity to get on my Facebook and say, "You need to up that PQV there a little bit, buddy." But then I was flying on an aircraft on the way to this event besides a certain royal ambassador who handed me his phone while I looked at his volume of 12.1 million and his PQV was only 125. I felt okay. It only takes 125 points to get paid, guys. It only takes 125. So I'm proud of my 696 that I created. It's a huge accomplishment for someone who knows how to go out and get customers. It's a completely different skill set. It requires a different set of skill and touch and care for people to be able to go out and to share the challenge who have absolutely no interest whatsoever in our business model. They're not interested in the business culture that we have. They're not looking to build a side income, but they can get those people really excited and turned on about transforming themselves, their bodies, and their health. That's extra special, you guys. And I'm really super proud tonight to announce an individual who's only been in the business a short time and has gone out and done a bone crush. I mean, it's not even close, you guys. This was like, aside from top and roller with Jordan, this was like far and away a bone crush for who the winner was for top customer gatherer. And I'm super excited to announce a pretty brand new person to our team all the way from the state of North Carolina, Miss Farabee, as our top. And did you guys see her showing her moves like Jagger on the big jumbotron this morning too?
I missed it. Do it again. Music.
Oh, I said the wrong word.
Wow, this is amazing. The first thing that comes to my mind is God wanted me here. And He got me here.
Amen.
Along with that table right over there. Every single person at that table brought me here. I found out maybe about 4 or 5 hours on Friday before I left. I found out that I was coming. So I ran home, had to throw a couple things in a bag, and Mark, who I never even knew basically existed until Friday when I got here and met him, got me a standby ticket. So my husband drove me to Raleigh, and I jumped on the plane to fly to Nashville, and then plane from Nashville to Kansas City. And when I got to, and there was definitely a chance, you know, you may not make it, but I was willing to take that chance. And I got on the plane in Nashville, and they said, you know, it's a straight, you know, the plane's going to go straight to Kansas City, so stay on the plane. And if they call your name, I'm sorry, but you do have to get off because that means, you know, the plane was oversold. And so everything was going great. They counted all the people that they were expecting, and there was one extra. And they kept, you know, what is going on? What's going on? And I kind of went up to the guy and I said, you know, I'm not sure if I'm that extra person because they've done some changing around with my flights, and I'm not sure, you know, what's going on. And he was like, okay, you're that person. He was like, have a seat, you know, you don't have to worry about anything unless your name's called. So about that time, I had this bracelet on, and a nice guy, he starts talking to me. He's like, you know, how long have you been doing the challenge? Are you on the challenge? How long have you been doing it? You know, are you headed to Kansas City? And I was like, as a matter of fact, I am. And about that time, I hear my name called over the intercom of the whole plane. And he get your stuff and come home. And so I was like, okay. And I get out there, and the lady says, honey, I am sorry. I hope you have some friends in Nashville because you're not going anywhere tonight, and there's a very, very, very small chance that you're getting it anywhere tomorrow. And I stood there, and I thought, okay, thank God I do have some friends in Nashville, so let me call and see if they're busy, see if they can come and get me. And I actually put the phone on Mark. I called him, and he was talking to the lady. He actually knew her. And she was standing there, she was going, Mark, you know, I have tried everything. There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. And so I was like, wow, this is really happening. And I just, you know, I'm a pretty laid-back kind of person. And, you know, I didn't freak out, which in a situation like that I normally would have. And I basically just prayed and said, God, you know, if you want me there, you know, I trust you and I know that you'll get me there. And they started announcing this man's name over the intercom and start ringing the bells, and he never showed up. And I thought, I'm not that smart of a person, but you know, if they're calling this guy's name and he didn't show up, that tells me that there's a seat on that plane. And the lady, you know, they worked it out, and the man says, get her out of here. And I took off running, and I was as happy as I could. So I definitely got here, and I won't go into any more detail about the story, but there's also another story about the two people I sat in between on the way to Kansas City. I'll save that for another story. I'll just say a drunk lady beside of me who is going to order the shape kit, basically. But this has been, I think I've been doing this for right about 6 weeks. And, you know, a little over that, I knew none of these people, no one on my team, basically. I didn't know anyone. I didn't even know you guys existed. And God has definitely brought me this opportunity, and I'm a nurse, and I've always wanted to help people, and I feel that I have helped people, and currently I am the health and wellness coordinator for our local school district, and that has created so many opportunities for me to just meet with people who just want to better themselves, whether they want to lose weight or just become more healthy or eat better, whatever it may be. And I'm also a Zumba instructor, and I love to dance, and that has also been another avenue for me to feel like I can help others to have a good time and exercise and do something good for themselves. And when this opportunity was presented to me, you know, I thought, okay, you know, maybe I could do a little bit. And honestly, it was not until this weekend that I realized the full potential of this and how many lives are impacted by this. And it's just, I can't even describe it. I cannot even describe it. And, you know, Nate was telling me, if you get there, if you get to Kansas City, you know, that's going to change your life. He put me on a three-way with Brittany Gregson, and she told me the same thing. She was like, it will change your life. And honestly, I never thought I would be here. And I'm just so thankful. And the only thing that would make it better is if my husband were here. He's at home with my two babies. And he was definitely one of those who, you know, he didn't see kind of what I saw in this business. And after this, even though he's not here, which I would give anything that he could be here so he would see the atmosphere and see what this company is about and what the founders really want to do for our world. I know he's going to be, and he already is on board. He's actually signed up as a distributor now, and it's just now and honestly, one of the biggest things that he was not happy is he was like, you already do so many things. Don't add another thing to take away time from your family. And just being here has shown me that you guys, you care about your family, and you want to make more time for your family. And so do I. And I know that this would make him so happy to see what a big family this is and all the amazing things you get to do and changes people's lives. And Nate, you have helped me so much. And it's probably only been, I guess, a little under a month, I guess, since I've known you. And my team, again, thank you so much because you have made all this possible for me. Otherwise, I would never be here. And I look forward to meeting you all. And thank you so much for all that you are doing to change the world and change people's lives every day.
Everybody give it up to Mark Lunsford, too, for making sure she got here, man. Stand up, Mark. Be recognized, bro. Let's stand. Thank you, sir. I just want to poll the audience and ask this question. Where else do you guys know that a young lady in her 20s who 6 weeks ago knew no one in this room, not even her enroller, that can go from knowing no one to getting involved in her business, being the #1 customer gatherer of that business, and be awarded on stage in front of 200 of her peers? How amazing is that? That's what this is all about, guys. All right, guys, we're going to go into ambassador recognition, and we are super pumped to hear